welcome back from an ad break. We will now continue with our question 2, which is in our section B. Don't forget, section B consists of 3 questions, and then from these 3 questions, you answer any 2 questions. Don't forget, question 2, it's your business environment. Right, it says here, answer any 2 questions from the section. Right. Question 2.1 says, list 3 components of the market environment. The action verb says what? List. They did not say explain. So you are listing. Now, list those 3 components of the market environment. Don't forget, we only want 3, not 5, not 6. All right, I'm sure you've already listed your 3 components. Let's see. What are our components? All right, it's either consumers or customers, which is the first component, suppliers, which is another component, intermediaries, competitors, other organizations or civil societies, opportunities and threats faced by the business. All right, so these are the 3 components. So any of the 3 components that you write. Remember, we want the first 3 because we are given the number that there's a number that is required there. Then we're moving on to 2.2 now. Right, scenario-based question. It says, read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Banzo Transport Services, BTS. Banzo Transport Services is based in East London. They transport big and small parcels to different locations in the Eastern Cape. BTS has proven itself as a company that is always willing to go an extra mile. All right. The first question says, name the sector in which BTS operates. Motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario. Remember, when you quote from the scenario, you're taking it directly as is, word for word. We are not taking out anything. So name the sector, then you motivate. All right, so I'm going to take you back here. Name the sector, remember your sectors, and then you motivate. This is a Banzo Transport Services. Already, they've given you a keyword there. All right, so what is the answer? Let's reveal the answer. Our answer is what? We've got tertiary. It's a tertiary sector. Actually, you're supposed to write here. It's a tertiary sector. How do you know that it's a tertiary sector? The motivation will tell us now. They transport big and small parcels to different locations in the Eastern Cape. We know that they are a transport. They provide transportation, or they provide services. All right, we're moving on to question 2.2.2. Explain the 2 other business sectors and give 1 example of each sector. So when they say the 2 other, remember we've got 3 sectors. So 1 has already been given here. So meaning now in this follow-up question, you must not give me this one. Tertiary sector. Should you give me tertiary sector, then it's wrong because it said other. So basically they're saying other than the one that you've mentioned there. So what are those other ones? Right. All right, so we've got the first one, which is what? We're starting off with primary sector. Right, and they said give 1 example of each sector. So here they collect or extract raw materials from the natural environment. Example, remember the question says, and give 1 example. Right, so which is fishing or forestry. So we've got tertiary, which was already given in the question above. And then here they said 2 other. So the first one is the primary sector. Then the second one is what? It's secondary sector. Right, so this is your secondary sector. They are processing raw materials into final goods. All right, examples include factories or brick making. All right, we're moving on to question 2.3. Discuss the impact of crime on on the business, right? Remember, this is a socioeconomic issue, and we did say that crime has got a negative impact. So the impact, what do we mean by impact? Right. So there's a loss of profits due to stolen goods or damage to property. These are negative impacts. We can never have positive socioeconomic issues or positive impact for the socioeconomic issues. Security or insurance costs increases as the business tries to protect itself. Smaller businesses often cannot afford insurance and have to replace the stolen goods themselves at greater loss. I hope you can see that we are writing in what? In full sentences. There's no vague or just short answers. It's full sentences, right? So then we're moving on to 2.4. It says advise businesses on how to promote inclusivity in the workplace. I hope you can see even the action verb now. It has moved on, like it has gone higher or up. Right, so when you're advising the business, how do you begin to advise? Another thing, we don't write in just long paragraphs, we're writing in points. All right, advise businesses on how to promote inclusivity, develop employment policies that seek to promote inclusivity in the workplace, treat all employees equally irrespective of gender or race or age, adhere to laws, e.g. Employment Equity Act and the regulations that promote an inclusive workforce. Remember, in points, you're writing in points. Respect and promote individual cultures in the workplace. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we will do the final questions. And then, yeah, I'll see you just now.